I want to start here. I want to start with a couple of quotes. The founder of Forbes magazine said this: "Triumph often is nearest when defeat seems inescapable." I'll give you one more. "The line between failure and success is so fine that we scarcely know when we pass it. So fine that we are often on the line and we don't even know it." How many a man have thrown up his hands when, at a time when a little more effort, a little more patience would have achieved success? We're this close. We're this close. Now, I give you those because I got to give you this, but remember, let's remember the source here. This is from Bloomberg. Bloomberg is now reporting new poll numbers out that Obama is winning 53 to 40%. Shut up, Michael Bloomberg. Have a soda with a side of salt. Get out of town. No way that's true. No way. Listen, I want you to know the fight can be tiring at times. I bet you're tired. I'm tired. Aren't you? Don't you just want to go back to just relaxing a little bit where everything is not on fire once in a while? You're probably tired. I am too. But we're just getting started. Doubt will creep in from time to time. You will ask yourself, as I have many times, am I even making a difference? Does this mean anything to anybody? Am I wasting my time? I guarantee you, if you haven't thought that yet, you will. General George Washington's troops felt exactly the same way in the weeks before they crossed the Delaware to fight the Battle of Trenton. They thought that they had already shed way too much blood. They wanted to quit. They wanted to go home to their families. This was not supposed to happen. But because a man listening to the march of a drum, Thomas Paine, heard words, "These are the times that will try men's souls." Because he heard those words and wrote them down on the head of the drum and then got them to Washington on the banks of that river, people decided to continue on, and they got into that boat, and the rest is history. 2 centuries later, we find ourselves facing another choice. We don't have a president who is living in a tent anymore. We have him in a place like this, the Oval Office, and this is the moment that we now face. The founders knew that this grand experiment would eventually reach a crossroads. And here we are, right here. This painting, the moment when George Washington stood up and said, "Let us raise a standard that the wise and the honest can repair." That's the Constitutional Convention. Well, we're at the point where it has to be repaired. Are we wise? Are we honest? Are we now willing to vote for evil? Is that what we're going to do? Or are we strong enough to stand? That's our choice. We are drawing a line in the sand. And we have to ask ourselves and each other, which side are you on? Which one? We're not being asked to march through the snow barefoot like Washington's men did. Our battleground is much, much different. I don't know which one of us would trade places. I mean, I don't want to go back there without shoes, without electricity, without heat, and having to, excuse me, but crap in the woods. I don't want any of that. But I bet you they wouldn't trade places with us. They'd think we were insane. Time. This is a battle of time and of will. But it is the same fight. It's a fight for freedom. It's a fight for the free market. Capitalism, individual liberty versus big government control. We're on the verge. We are just breaking through. I don't know is it just me, but I'm telling you, I can feel it. Everything is happening so fast now, and I don't want you to get lost because now's not the time to let up. But things are happening so fast that, I mean, everybody's talking about Fast and Furious. They're talking about Fast and Furious today. I'm convinced of it because of what the Fed did today. The Fed is talking about even more quantitative easing, QE3. That means printing more money. The theory that they have is they're going to print more money and inject it into the economy because the economy is like, gah, gah. What they're doing now reminds me of Nic Cage in The Rock. I love this movie. This is a great movie. Remember this point where he's like, I gotta, and he injects this thing into him, and that's pretty much the economy. Now, in this movie, he gets up off the floor, okay? He puts it in his heart to save himself, except this isn't the movies. America doesn't get the hot girl at the end. You remember her? Oh, yeah. Oh, there she is. We don't get her in the end. No, we get runaway inflation, and runaway inflation does not look like this. Never. We get a busted currency. We get bread lines, maybe even a Great Depression. And you know what? With our luck, oh, dear. If they keep doing this, we're going to get more Nicolas Cage movies. I'm just saying, really bad. The easing that they're calling it time and time again, the easing, quantitative easing. What did Soros say that he has to do? Oh, yeah, that's right. He has to ease the economy down. That's what they're doing. They are inflating their way out of this and easing everything down. You're going to have problems buying food. And this is going to help the president. And you know what they do? They just keep passing the blame around.